You all have to learn to trust yourselves more. Trust your heart. Stop relying on the rational, logical mind to work everything out in advance so that you feel safe and secure, and that, yes, you can go do these things because your mind has worked it all out. Okay? I get it. As I said, I'm very mercurial. My mind, like, oh my gosh, where my mind and I go together. We go to some really wild places. Anyone else? Your mind take you on some crazy adventures? That you never really went on, but your mind took you there. My first ever talk, it was at, well, I get a lot of talks in my life, but when I was going through my coach training way back when, this was in 2008, and I did this whole talk on the monkey mind. And it was just this whole concept that we have these monkeys in our minds, and they can feel like they've been drinking a lot of tequila, these monkeys, and they're freaking wasted in your mind, and they're bouncing over here and they're bouncing over there, and blah, 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 and you're like, oh, I gotta go over here, and then I gotta go over here. Wait, hold on, this one wants my attention. And it's like, oh my gosh. And so your job is to quiet those drunk monkeys. Okay? Like, no, take away the alcohol from the monkeys and just tell the monkeys they actually need to like exit. They can't live in your mind anymore. Or that you simply just don't pay them attention. You don't pay them attention because you're too busy. You're too focused on feeling into that heart center. Okay? And so as we are here together as a crew, as we are feeling into this do less, make more energy, this is the message for you. Do less of relying on the logical, rational mind to work everything out for you so that you feel safe and responsible. And instead, there was that line that was so, so powerful that it says it so well. And I was like, write that down. The role of the mind is to serve the truths of the heart. The role of the mind is to serve the truths of the heart. So it's like to get your mind on board with helping you carry out the truths of the heart. Y'all feeling that? So the truth of my heart is X, and mind, I know you're freaking out a little bit because you want to be out front. You want to know all those details. You want to know where it's all going and where it's all going to take us, and like what the end result's going to be before we even take that next step. But mind, I need you to trust me right now. I need you to trust the heart. The heart is going to be dictating, and the mind, you are going to be a really important part of this whole process, this whole team, but you can't be the one calling the shots anymore. Okay, and so this is a process. This is an ongoing journey, as this oracle said so beautifully. If you find that you cannot plan or strategize as you once did, or you feel like you know less than you ever have known about where you're heading or how you're supposed to get there, great. This is the shift that is occurring. This is the shift that is occurring. You're not proceeding in error. You're not proceeding in error. There's going to be a piece of you that is going to flip the F out. Oh my God, I'm totally freaked out right now. Okay, good. You actually want to be freaked out on a regular basis. I get freaked out, but I know how to not get freaked out by the freak out. Y'all see what I'm saying on that? There was something I wrote down today too. Are you spending more time thinking about the problem or the promises? You know, we all have like, quote, problems, issues, situations that we're dealing with. Are you spending more time focused on that? Oh, I don't have enough time for this. Oh no, where's the money? I don't know how this is all going to work out because like we're kind of looking at all that. We're putting our energy there versus what's the promise that's been placed in your heart? What's the dream that's been placed in your heart? What do you hear in your heart? Okay. When you're truly in alignment with your own divine energy, okay, the cosmic force, God, goddess, universe, you need to know that that force is sovereign over your circumstances. And so it might seem in the natural, or when you're looking at the situation, like this is never going to work out. I don't know how this is going to work out. Remember, your job is not the how, but it might look like, oh my, and you start, the mind is flipping the F out, flipping the F out. I don't know how this is ever going to work out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be a failure. People are going to laugh at me. People are going to talk about me. Da, 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 da. Okay, but those circumstances, they don't dictate your destiny. When something has been placed on you in your heart, and you know you're meant to do it with this work, with this program that you want to put out, with this retreat that you want to lead, with this book that you want to write, with this podcast that you want to launch, with these clients that you want to serve, then no matter what the odds look like, you're good. You're good because it's all happening for you. But you have to decide. You have to decide on the regular. That is the spirit of the faith walk. You have to decide. You've got to be all in. You can't be all in today, but then kind of one foot in, one foot out tomorrow because a prospect said no, or someone in your life said you can't do that, or how are you ever going to do that, or I didn't like the way that you did that. Okay, and I want you all to get really honest and clear on this, because this is the shit that will predict what's going to go down for you. I have been in this line of work for quite some time now, and I will see people who have so much potential, and I am so wanting that thing for them, but then they don't want it enough for themselves. They're not fully in, and I can't make someone fully in if they're not fully in. Okay, and so your job is to start weeding away, letting go, doing less of the overthinking everything with the mind, letting the mind lead, and then whatever else that you're doing that you know is holding you back from doing all the things that you say that you want.